Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I am Ben. Thank you for being here. It's Thursday night. It's been a while. Haven't streamed for a bit, and I appreciate you guys who are here and hanging out. And we'll get started. So I finished this. This was the thing that got done recently. It is the... also, I've mirrored my camera, so I'm getting used to the fact that when I move this way, it moves this way on the screen. Because I didn't have that before. It was oddly not mirrored. So anyway, the Milano Microfighter. This is Peter Quill's Star-Lord ship from the first Guardians of the Galaxy. The second ship was the Benetar. That was the light blue or gray and yellow version. This was the first one we see, which is a little more sky blue than this one. This one, I just picked that blue, but I thought it turned out well. It's got a lot of moving parts in it. Back end with all the thrusters on the bottom there and the different angles of the wings, and I thought it turned out well. The most expensive part of this is obviously the Peter Quill figure. This figure is going for about 16 to 20 bucks on Bricklink. So if you have one from one of the sets, good on you. So there you go. Now, the build today is going to be one of many things. So I thought I'd start with these two things and just see where the night went. I think this would be a good Star Wars night build. So we can start with that. I'll get my keyboard out of the way. And then the other things that we got, I actually wanted to show everybody this. This is something a friend of mine got when they were in Disney World. It's not Lego, but it doesn't even have a brand on it. It's a mini building blocks by the Kennedy Space Center. I think it's more along the line of those nano builds that you see with sports figures and some architectural stuff. Sometimes they have them in bookstores. So yeah, this was very sweet. They were at the Kennedy Space Center. She was like, I got this for you. And I was like, that's very cool. So I'll put this kind of near, I don't know if I'll build it or I'll just leave it in the box, but I'm going to put it near my space stuff up there. So yeah, so that's very cool. Just like that. Mars rover. Perfect. Also just got this, the VIP reward classic camera. So we'll put this together at some point. This is really heavy, so I think there's a lot of pieces in here. There's about as many pieces. There's more pieces in here than there are in here. So, hey Brad, what's going on? And hello Connor, if I didn't say hello, dude. So there are more pieces in here than there are in here. But this was a VIP thing that you got a couple months ago, showed up, or late last year, I think. And I got the code for it, but then didn't actually buy anything. This was after the VIP thing changed last year, so I hadn't done a whole lot of it. So I was like, sweet, I get a thing. And it's like, on your next order, use this code. I'm like, my next order? So I ordered this just so I could get it. So this will go with the other scooter that I built. This they didn't have in the store, but it's a really cool little set. I really like the way this looks, and I'll add it to the set. Oh, is that a sticker? This is really weird. This is a creator set that comes with a little sticker. Isn't that cool? So this will go with the other Vespa, the big blue one. And these are the other two sets that we can build at some point. Not really, doesn't have to be today, but I got these two as well. So yeah, so that's that. What's up, Kodiak? So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with this. This is going to be a lot of figure assembly and just, it's a hallway, so I'm not really worried about it. So how's everybody doing? It's been a while, and I don't have a beer, but I have spiked seltzer. People leave these at our house when they come over. They buy a case of White Claws or Swells or something, and then they just kind of leave them here. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll drink them. Hoy, that's got a flavor. Kodiak, I'm glad you're here. I have something to talk to you about. Now, you and I have not met face to face, but we've done a couple things online, chatted and whatnot. So I think we've had this conversation where you don't watch a lot of superhero stuff, and that's fine. But I'm watching a show called Peacemaker, and it's an HBO show. It's a DC Universe show. It's a character that was on the second Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad, the good one with Idris Elba, and I think Nathan Fillion was in it. But anyway, John Cena plays a character called Peacemaker, which is kind of an oxymoron because he makes peace through warfare or whatever. Hey, Jeff. Oh, hell yeah. So I'm watching the show, and there's a character on it who's a masked character, so you can only hear his voice for a while. Like, his mask comes off after a little bit. But I'm sitting there going, who is this actor? I know I've heard this actor's voice before. And, oh, this is bag 2. Don't open that yet. And it's killing me. So I looked up the actor. The character is Vigilante. And I don't know the actor's name now. I looked it up, but I don't know what it is right now. I have to look it up. Somebody do that for me. I'm like, this is bugging me. I know this guy from somewhere. And I'm listening and I'm watching the show. And then it hits me. He sounds exactly like you. Like, I sit there, and as soon as it clicked, I'm like, oh, son of a gun. That's what it is. It sounds exactly like Kodiak. So, if anybody ever says you sound like Vigilante from Peacemaker, that's what it is. I'm not going to accuse you of being in a Marvel show. How dare I? All right, so, no, just a guy who has a similar voice. And he's been in other stuff, but it's like, the other stuff he's been in is like, not High School Musical, but I think he was in like some musical stuff. So I think this is, okay, so this is Death Trooper stuff, Death Trooper stuff, Death Trooper stuff, Death Trooper. Luke, Hood, no hair for Luke this time. Well, and I don't know that I've seen your face all that much. I think I've seen a handful of pictures on Instagram or something. But it was pure voice. And if you aren't watching Peacemaker, it's a pretty decent show. Like, it's really funny, and it's James Gunn, so it's really irreverent and really funny and really awesome with the music. Like, he knows how to put music in his shows, that's for sure. There's a scene that Vigilante has and I think I'm like 4 episodes in. I need to catch up real quick. Yeah. You won't hear it because it's your voice. You will not hear it. It has to be somebody else telling you that's what it was. All right, so there's your Luke. This is a double-faced Luke. So he's happy on this side, and he's serious on that side. There you go. I don't think the chest is a different print. This thing on the belt over here might be. Come on, focus on that. Come on. There we go. I think the clip there for his lightsaber is newish. That seems really weird. It seems like a clip you would put on like your desk to hold your cables. There's the back, kind of same. And then I think the Dark Trooper is the same as you would have got in any of the other Dark Trooper stuff, like the Imperial Light Cruiser. I think it's the same one. We can compare that in a second if we want, if anybody's curious. So there's a lot going on in Lego world. This was a haul from March 1st. Or no, AFOL day, which was March 19th. And then this Friday, aka tomorrow, there's going to be some releases as well. And nothing really that I'm interested in other than the DeLorean. I'm sorry, the time travel car. I'm not going to get any of the Jurassic Park stuff. Not that it's not good. The brick-built T-Rex looks really fun, but it's just not in my wheelhouse. And then, trying to think of what else is coming out tomorrow. It's an 8, yeah. Some Marvel stuff. The Marvel mechs are coming out. The Marvel sketch bits are coming out. The Star Wars stuff doesn't come out till the 26th. So it's got this weird staggering thing this month. It's tomorrow, the 14th, the 24th, and the 26th. I don't know why, but I'm going to try to pop in tomorrow and get me a DeLorean, and I think that's about it. I don't think I'm going to buy any doubles of anything. They're only allowing one DeLorean per VIP card, so if anybody's going to go shopping tomorrow, be warned, you're not going to be able to get more than one. Which I know that upsets some people because they're like, we can't get 2 or 3. Which is kind of dumb because it can build 3 different models. So I don't know why they would limit you to buying 3, or why wouldn't they limit you to buying 3? That seems like a thing to do is, you know, here, have 3. So I need help. Do I get the DeLorean tomorrow? That's up to you, man. I'm going to because it's a car. But the thing is, it's this weird, like, brick-built car. And it's not really going to jive with the other cars that I've got. I mean, it's not. Of course, it's a brick-built car, but it's more like a system car in that it's got figures for it. It's not a regular size city car, but it's, you know, and it comes with figures. So I'm like, maybe. It looks like it's fun though. I'll pick it up. And my problem too with the 3 type things, like even the creator stuff, once I build it, that's all. I'm not going to rebuild it really ever. I don't think I've ever taken apart the T-Rex or the shark or the lion to build the other things that are in the instructions. Even though that's kind of the point of Lego, is to build. Yeah, it does feel like it's kind of a small UCS set, right? Now I know that, like, I don't remember which UCS broke the mold, but I know the A-Wing set came with the figure. The gunship came with the figure. The AT-AT came with like 5 figures. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it came with 9 figures. Which everyone's kind of like, dude, come on. I'm sure they all liked that, but let's see what else is going on in the news for Lego. There's sets coming out. I haven't heard anything that I'm not allowed to talk about from, like, the LAN. No news, no new things coming out. That I'm like, oh, you guys just wait. This new thing will be great. The Horizon set doesn't come out till May. I saw leaks for the assault tank, the clone assault, the Republic assault tank. Oh, that thing is weird tasting. It's supposed to be watermelon and mint, which I like usually. Like cucumber and mint or watermelon and mint. They're pretty good, but this is like very powerful flavor. Oh, a very powerful flavor. It's my Ryan George. Check out the Pick-a-Brick wall. Yep. Will do so. I still haven't sorted my last Pick-a-Brick wall. It's still in the cup. But I can dump that into something and bring the cup back and get 50 cents off or whatever. Yes, the Lightyear spaceship. Does that come out tomorrow too? I don't know if I'm going to get that. And if I do, it's not going to be like day one purchase. It looks cool, but I don't think it's a day one purchase for me. The movie looks amazing, but it looks like it's this weird combination of, it looks like a really cool ship, but at the same time looks like a really boring ship. It looks like a Viper from Battlestar Galactica, honestly. If I'm being honest. So I'm probably not going to get the Zorg or Zerg or whatever big figure thing either. So, and then end of April is going to be all the Star Wars stuff. So that's kind of what that, and that's going to be like $200 probably. Because that's 3 sets. One of them's 60, and then 2 of them are 90. One of them's 80, one of them's 90 or 100, or 2 of them are 80. I forget what the prices are, but I know everybody's kind of not happy about how much those are, considering how big they are. But they're pretty good display pieces too, I think. They look pretty nice. The little border vignette things on it. Trying to think of what else. We're gonna have some play thing on here. Somebody's gonna go back and forth. I should move this where people can see it being built. Rookie move, constant rookie move. I'm going to keep this guy over here so you can see it. Because that's new. So now I need another one to build. I think I'm going to do another Star Wars one. But I don't know which one yet. Go through my backlog of myriad. Oh, that's probably a good point. Maybe I should say... Well, I mean... That's only like 2 weeks after or a week after, so maybe that's a good point. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, the DeLorean and stuff. I mean, none of these are like day one purchases for me. I can get them anytime. I don't feel like I need to rush out, and I think some of it will be there after a while. My day one purchase is definitely going to be the tall neck. Where did the rail go? Okay. Speaking of tall necks, I'm done with Horizon. I don't think I can do any more. I'm looking around the map for question marks to find some stuff that I haven't finished yet, but I'm not seeing anything. There's some things I'm not gonna do, like the melee stuff and the game within the game, Machine Strike. I'm probably not gonna do that. So I'm probably done as I can be. There's some trophies that I'm not gonna get because I didn't know about them until later, and so one of them's like upgrade an outfit completely, and it's like, oh, I should have done that when it was easier to upgrade an outfit from like nothing versus here's a legendary outfit that you gotta upgrade. I might be done. So my son brought over a Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales. So I'll probably play that. And then this is all in waiting for. That's it. There's some extra pieces. There's your base. This is going to be it. We might get into multiple builds tonight. Let's just see how this rolls. I bumped that. I don't know if I'm going to put the stickers on this. I don't feel this is display worthy enough to put stickers on. So I may hold off on those. I feel like this might get taken apart. So the Spider-Man Miles Morales game is basically an extension of the first Sony or the first PlayStation Spider-Man. So it's more of the same. It's the same kind of stuff where there's a bit of a story. There's some not quests, but like little what am I looking for? Like there's the story thing, and then there's points of, you have to like go defuse 5 bombs around the city, or you've got to find 20 backpacks, or you've got to go, whatever. So there's little bits that you got to do. But then yes, next week is Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga release. And I've pre-ordered it, so I'm hoping that I can get to a Best Buy where I've ordered it on the 5th in time to pick it up. Now I say I hope I can because my lug is doing an event that day with this real estate technology company that is doing a Lego-esque event where they can raise money for this group and all the while be building Lego stuff. So they approached us and said, is this something you would be interested in doing? And it took a while to figure out what they wanted us to do. But we got that sorted, and I think they're going to pay us. And I say I think because I haven't really decided how much to ask for, because that's not something we really do. But I don't also want to just go in and say, yeah, we'll do this for free. A friend of mine said, we're experts, we should get paid $25 an hour. And I'm like, if there are 3 of us there and this is a 12-hour thing and we get paid $25 an hour, that's like, I don't even want to do the math. So for 4 hours at $25, that would be $100. So for one person being there all day, that's $300 times 3 people, that's $900. I don't think they're going to do that. I think these guys are meant to hold their guns. Nope. I don't like the way these guys hold their guns. They are a little... Because if they hold them up like they're pointing them, they get a little high. Because it's the angled thing. I did get the deluxe edition, Brad. I got the blue milk edition, basically. And it apparently also comes with like a titanium case or something. I don't know. I don't care about that. I just want the Luke with the blue figure and then the game. So starting next week, I will be knee-deep, as it were, in Lego Star Wars game. And it's going to be part flashback, part giddy, can't wait to get to the next level kind of thing, because had this a long time ago when it first came out. So here's some stickers that'll go in there to make the doors look like Star Wars doors. That's actually pretty cool. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of new stuff, and the mechanics are going to be different. I don't think you're going to true Jedi it anymore, collecting coins. I don't know what it's going to be in this case instead. So it'll be fun. Plus it'll be all the games, and I think we only really got No, we got just Lego Star Wars when it first came out, but I think they've re-released it a couple times to get different things in there. Only cursorily played the Marvel Lego ones. Never played a Lego Harry Potter. Or Lego Batman. I don't think we played any of those. Haha, reveal Luke Skywalker. Haha, haha. Yeah, I want to 100% this. I think this one's more doable than Zero Dawn or Forbidden West. Mostly because I've already kind of effed up Forbidden West. There's some things I'm not going to be able to go back and get. But do you guys hear like background noise from Beth watching stuff and the dogs playing? Not that I'm going to ask them to stop. Just curious how good the mic is at picking stuff up. I do want 100% it, but I know at trying to 100% the... we played the Indiana Jones one too. That was fun. Trying to 100% those was... we got so frustrated. It's like, let's run down this cavern again while this boulder chases us and make sure to grab that one thing that's almost impossible to grab. We did it. I don't think we gave up. I can't remember. It's been a while. There's another sticker on this thing. Not gonna get on there. Okay. I'm trying to make the music so it's not overpowering, but I'll be right back. It's okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, they and they're fun games, man. You know, they're simple. They're just nice puzzle solving things, but they're, open world enough where you can run around and just smash stuff. It's good times. It's wholesome good times. The Indiana Jones one was pretty cool because, like, the main level that you'd go back to instead of the cantina was... And you didn't get to unlock a lot of characters, obviously, because there's not as many aliens and stuff in Indiana Jones, but... the main unlock area was the library, I think. It was like it was the university where you worked. And so, in order to unlock things, you would go back or like your starting point area. More stickers. There's a lot of stickers on this. More stickers would be going on this. A lot of these lights and panels. Yeah, that's the thing too. I like the ease of being able to just kind of play for like 20 minutes. I like games like that. Not every game is like that, so it's appreciated when you do find one that's, you don't have to play, you don't have to set aside 2 hours just to clear a boss fight or, go raid something. I wonder if this is going to look dumb without all these stickers on it. We're going to find out. And then it's just going to go in the pile with the other stuff to take apart. So I've been doing a bit of TikToking lately. Been doing my just kind of speed builds of microfighters because I don't know what else to do. And I've got 2 up, and it seems to be going well. So if you're interested, I'm on TikTok. Same username. Just look up Ben's Brick Designs. And I did the whole month of December, or at least the part of the month that was the Advent calendar. I did that. And then I did a couple like short little sweeps by a model of some kind, and then was like, there you go. I haven't really done any pure like TikTok things where you get a sound and do a thing, and you know, haven't stitched anything, haven't duetted anything. It's kind of awkwardly sticking this out here. Okay. So back to the Republic hover tank. It's not supposed to be out till like April 26th as well, I believe, or May, even later. I think it's a May 4th thing. Somebody posted in the land that it was available in a store in Mexico. More stickers on that. Not putting those on, although that would be pretty cool because they've got the elevator lights that you see in Imperial stuff. Goes up there. Yeah, so somebody posted that they were just on a shelf. They were retail in Mexico. And of course, all of the land ambassadors are like, that's terrible. That's like a month and a half early. And then quietly going to see if they've got friends in Mexico. Hey man, could you go over to this place and see if you can get me one of those? I have yet to see one here. I wouldn't expect them to be that early, like maybe 2 weeks, but not like a month. Yeah, I missed a big trend of it too, so. But I'm still doing it. I like watching it a lot. Beth gets on me for how much time I spend watching it. So yes. So there's a bit of a thing with that. Lately there's been kind of an issue with sets getting out well before even the RFLMs get a hold of it. And what retail does is up to retail. If they get it from Lego, they can put it on the shelf if they want to. There's really nothing that says they can't. So there's usually an embargo of doing any kind of review until Lego says, please don't do this until this date, because they kind of want to control the release cycle, right? If, let's say, it comes out on May 1st, the embargo is usually April 14th. Okay, yeah, I mean, I can look right now and see if it's on there. Go away, honey. I don't need points right now. Hover tank. Yeah, it's there. $40. That's not terrible. I still want this fish tank. How many pieces? April 26th. Okay, so it's an April 26th set. That's fine. 260 pieces for $40 though. I mean, I get it. We get some clone troopers and a purple clone troopers to boot. And then kind of a fun canopy piece. But I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a purchase for me. So you can do, as an RFLM or as anybody, if it's on Lego's site, you can do a reaction video to it, right? You can say, hey, this thing just came out. let's look at pictures. There's nothing against it. There's nothing wrong with that. What they don't want to do is like have, if you are an RFLM and they send you the site, let's say they send you the sets on April 7th and the embargo is, or the standard release date is like April 14th for the 26th. So you may get them now, but then you can't, according to the rules, you can't do a review about it until later. Usually 2 weeks. But if it shows up in retail, you can go buy it on your own and then do whatever you want with it because it's retail. There's nothing against, there's nothing in the rules about that. Okay, well that set's done. Okay, so the playableness of this set is that Luke can move guys with his mind back and forth, or he can throw them around in a circle. Oh no, I'm confused. Oh no. Ah. So I don't know why there's this big hole over here. This would seem like it's a bulkhead, like to the outside world, but maybe it's just a hallway. So you can put the other guy over here like he's coming at Luke. And then the other playable thing is that you put Luke in here. And of course he doesn't turn around when he's holding his lightsaber. In order to get him to turn around, let's take his lightsaber out and put his arms down and put him all the way in the back here. Which is hard to do. Let's see what I'm trying to do here. So yeah. Put him on those front two. You gotta make sure his hands are out of the way. Whoosh. And then he turns around, whoosh, there he is. And then you gotta pull him out and pop his lightsaber into his hands. And then these guys go crazy. Ah! Okay. So that's set number 1. That's great. So part of the problem was that sets were getting to retailers well ahead of time. In this case, way ahead of time. So maybe they were sent out early. Don't know. I'm on the LAN every day, and sometimes I feel like even then I don't see what's going on to everything. I'm gonna do this now. Do a little Ahsoka brickheads. But I still think even if you got it early as a recognized LEGO fan media person, which a friend of mine in the lug was like, are Ben and I the only ones not getting this set earlier? What's going on? And there's only one person on our lug who's an RFLM. But you can if you can find them, they sometimes get to retailers early. So you just gotta know where to look. Yeah, that tank's weird because I remember getting it a long time ago. It just seems like a weird thing to release now because there hasn't been any Clone Wars in a while. There hasn't been any original trilogy in a while, and yet they still release all those. Meanwhile, Bad Batch has had like that Imperial Attack Shuttle. That would have been a great set. I know Resistance wasn't that big of a hit, but they had a lot of ships that they didn't do anything with. Book of Boba Fett was out. I don't see any of those droids, those big Scorponok droids. I don't see anything from the first series with the mod kids. So, I mean, it's weird that they would, like, suddenly have this one set. I get the dioramas with, like, the different movies. I think that's okay, but, like, this random Clone Wars set, it's like, really? Was there a clamoring for the Republic hover tank? I personally think they could have done a Mantis from Fallen Order, but nope, I don't remember Purple Clones either. They're making up something about, you know what it is it's Lego saying, hey, Ahsoka got her clones, which were in the show. Mace Windu should get his own versions of clones. Maybe that's a story that they experimented with, and all the Jedi had their own versions of their own troops that were all colored based off them somehow. I don't know. Seems weird. Maybe they're going to do another Clone Wars story where Mace Windu has his own battalion of clones, and they're all purple. That seems really weird, doesn't it? That question did not go unasked when that was released. Everyone's like, purple clones? What? I am sick and tired of these M&F clones on my M&F tank. What's in your wallet? Oh yeah, just give us plain Phase 2 clones. That's all we want. Just plain white Phase 2 clones, or even like the Star Core yellow ones. Those would be all right. What I want is all the clones that I can see in Battlefront, right? All the different variations. There's like 10 to 12 different skins per Phase 1, per Phase 2. They're all like roughly the same. Star Core, 501st, Wolfpack, it's not Ranger, but it's like a Recon. They have those ones from Geonosis that are like the mottled orange and brown. They have Coruscant guards. What? I would like to get some of those elite troopers as clones. I don't think we've seen those yet as Lego, have we? That would be really cool. The Commandos. I'd love to get a Lego Commando. Or a bunch. Speaking of Commando, who is watching Halo? Are we all watching Halo? Can we talk about it? I think I brought this up last time, but I don't think it had come out yet. Yeah, they would. I mean, there's enough people out there that's all they want. They just want figures. They want tons and tons of figures. They don't want to do anything with it. They just want an army of figures. I missed a step back here. Sure did. Oh yeah, those guys are great. The ones that you saw in like Christophsis that had like those war skirts, like the kanas, something like that. Oh man, I would take those. Those guys would be rad. I could put one in the microfighter Trident hover tank thing. That'd be rad. Waiting for the whole season to be out? Yep. So I will preface this by saying I've never played Halo, so I don't know what's wrong with it. But I keep hearing that there's lots wrong with it. And that everything from like, why isn't the main theme in there? He done took off his helmet like immediately. These characters look fine and I think they suit the part okay, but they shouldn't be acting like this. All this kind of stuff, right? But again, I've never played it. Yeah, so you and I will have very mixed reactions. I think it looks like it's so far been a well-produced show. Like, I'm not having any problem with it. I'm enjoying watching it. And going in blind may be helping that because I don't have any preconceived ideas. Like, if they made a Horizon show, I'd be like, oh, everything's wrong with this. But I've never played Halo, so... but I'm enjoying it so far. The thing that I had a hard time with at first, and this isn't a spoiler, but the guy who, if you've seen Orange is the New Black, Pornstash, the guy who plays Pornstash, and I don't know what his name is in the show, but that's his nickname. He's one of the guards. He's John. He's Master Chief, right? And when he took his helmet off, I'm like, it's Pornstash! And I couldn't get over that like the entire first episode, right? The second episode was better. I started seeing him more because I watched Orange is the New Black, I will say like all but one season, I think. I don't think I watched the most recent season. So I knew enough that I've seen him a lot. So it was a little weird watching this. But I like it so far. I think it's good. Production quality is great. Not having any problems with like believability or dialogue. It is a show that eschews physics, so it's not a Expanse type science fiction military thing. It's more Star Trek-y. You know, small things have gravity, stuff like that. They have the faster than light travel is the slipstream, which they kind of tried to explain a little bit and then kind of glossed over it. I'm like, I don't care. They're going where they need to go to make the plot go. That's all I care about. Yeah, I mean, you and everybody else thought he shouldn't, and honestly, I thought he shouldn't. And I've never played the game. But I've never seen him without his helmet on. So I'm like, I thought he was like surgically grafted to his armor, right? The only comparison I have is playing StarCraft, and there were Marines in that, and there was like one specific Marine that you kind of play as or play with or something in the first game, where it's like they put the armor on and that's it. They live in that armor for the rest of their life. And that's kind of what I thought Halo was. Like they were these inhuman, or these augmented human people. This is going to be great. This is like Halo explained by somebody who's never played Halo. But I thought from all the contextual clues and whatnot through the years that... First of all, they're super augmented soldiers, right? They go through this program, they get trained, they get kind of programmed, brainwashed, whatever. And then that's it. That's their life now. They didn't think about like what happens to them after the war. They just were like, nope, you're super strong, you're super great, you're the only things that can fight these aliens. And that's your life now. And they took away all emotions and they took away all... identity, which is like, you're a suit of armor now. That's it. That's the short story on why he has the armor. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I think what they're trying to do is make this... See, this is great. Just printed tiles, man. So good. make this like Halo universe adjacent, kind of like Gundam. How Gundam is like, there are many storylines, there's many universes, right? None of them like relate to each other really. They all kind of exist in the same universe, but none of them are canon to each other, but they're all canon, you know? Oh my God, they're playing in there so much. I love it. I think it's great when they're in there playing so much. So I think that what they might be going for is like an interpretation of Halo. But again, I know a lot of people have said this. They're like, it feels like it's Halo as written by somebody who's never played the game. Like HBO just went, yeah, this is good. Or not HBO, Paramount said, yeah, that's good. Let's do this. And somebody made this comparison. They're like, over the years, there's been so many scripts given to Microsoft about how, first of all, I had to remember that Halo was a Microsoft game, about a movie or something, and this is the one they picked. This is the story they chose. Why? You know, there are better ones out there, and I'm like, were there? I don't have any idea. But I get that, you know, the story is supposed to be sort of why, you know, the Covenant, the aliens are kind of a religious faction. They're kind of religious nutcases. I don't know what their goal is yet. Like, is their goal to, like, I'm sure it's religion, so I'm sure it's like eliminate the infidels, or everybody else is unclean except for us, so we've got to wipe everybody out. But that's all I know. What's up, Mayo? We're talking about Halo for the time being, and then I'm sure I'll switch topics to something else. That's actually pretty close because I'm kind of out of things to say about it. I've also been watching Picard, and I gotta say, I kind of like this season so far. The first season was like, meh, but so far the second season, it's pretty good. The entire thing so far is like them being thrown into an alternate timeline. So I'm enjoying it. I know at some point I'm going to go back and rewatch like The Next Generation. I'm going to do my yearly binge starting with the original series and Next Gen, and I'm going to look back on this and go, this was terrible, but for the meantime, for the right now, it's not too bad. I'm liking it. And that's really a lot to do with the actors. The actors are doing a really great job. I really enjoy their performances, which is good because I'm having a hard time watching Patrick Stewart. Like everything's moving and clipping, and there's banter and sometimes action, and then he's so old right now, and it's kind of hard to watch. It's just like every time he speaks, it feels like the scene just stops. Everything stops. Right in the face. I don't know if everybody saw that. I may clip that later. Okay, which way does this face? It faces down. I need that one. So yeah, I'm still enjoying it. It's pretty good. I really like Alison Pill. She's fantastic. I would watch her do anything, so this is a treat. Yes, Moon Knight. Oh my giddy aunt. That was a lot of fun. Like I had no idea what was going on. And that's another one. I don't know a whole lot about Moon Knight. I know some because I've read some where he's been in a crossover or something with another story I was reading, so I kind of know a little bit of the backstory. Man. And again, Oscar Isaac is just somebody I'll watch do anything. He's perfect. He's so great. And it started out with him with a British accent, and it was a passable British accent. Like at first I was like, wait a second. He's from like Guatemala or something? I didn't think he was British. Well, he's not. It was just an accent. He was acting. M Productions. Been an age, man. How are you? Doing Ahsoka. Now the head things for she is a Togruta. Is that correct? Am I saying that right? And they're not tendrils like a Twi'lek. They are mandrels. Somebody do some fact checking for me. Yeah, he's great. Like, I don't know that it's him in the suit. You could put that could be CG, or you could put a stunt person in that. But him as Steve and Mark, and I think that was it that we saw him. It was wonderful. It was so good. Just working on a set. What you working on? Oh, nope. Shooting the eye again. You'll shoot your eye out. All these things. I really like these pieces. But first of all, sometimes they're impossible to get on the set. And then afterwards, they're impossible to get off. There's like no purchase. Especially when they got a stud in there. Like right now, it's fine. Because I can get in there. But... Okay, other side. Yeah, Moon Knight was fantastic. Yeah, he may be. I've never really known him to be. He was in a weird suit in X3, the Armageddon bit. So, Julian, what's up? A stand-up set. Just working on a set. A stand-up set? You do stand-up? You got a solid 5? Solid 10? This. What's up with you, Julian? I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. So I'm going to do my best. I know this weekend is kind of busy, but I'm going to do my best to get on early Saturday on Twitch and do some of the stadium designing because I am behind. I really wanted to get more done by this point. Did I see the Kenobi news? If by news you mean the pushback for 2 days? Yeah, I'm all right with it. We've waited this long. I don't mind waiting a little longer. 2 days is not great, but whatever. I think there was some issue with it being around Celebration. So they either wanted it to not be around Celebration or to coincide it with Celebration. Not quite sure. But yes, I did see that. Tomorrow, I think the DeLorean is it. I think there may be some Jurassic Park sets released tomorrow too, but I don't know which ones. And I believe there are some Marvel mechs released tomorrow and the Marvel sketch cards tomorrow. I think one of the Marvel sketch cards is like is Miles Morales or Spider-Gwen or something. And yes, 2 episodes on the first day. So basically, if it's an hour an episode, which hopefully it is, it'll basically be like a movie that we're getting on that first day. So I'm glad I have Disney Plus. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know if y'all have watched on Instagram or not, but here's the latest microfighter. This is a lot of fun. I had to do the instructions for it. I got somebody helping me with instructions now. They were just wanting to... They're like, I just need something to do. Does anybody have anything to do in studio? I'm like... He wanted it for Brick Rodeo, like to help with that. But I was like, I've got 300 studio files that need to be turned into instructions. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, so get on it. So he's going to help me out. It's like, I can't pay you, you know, the $1 a month that I get. Okay, oops. Backwards. Let's see. Still watching Resident Alien, which is fun. Star Trek Discovery is over for the time being. They ended on a pretty high note with everything being resolved. The big bad threat is resolved. I'm excited for Strange New World to come out. That's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, they got her holding the lightsaber backwards. Perfect. They're holding it backwards because she holds it backwards. Let's see what else is going on. Movie or TV wise. Mandrels, right? Not tendrils and not tentacles. I didn't call them the right thing for Twi'leks either. Oh, absolutely watch Lower Decks. Lower Decks is a great show. I'm like unabashedly watch Lower Decks. It is some of the best Star Trek in a long time. It's real good. I cannot speak highly enough of Lower Decks. And then what you can do is there's a podcast called The Pod Directive that has Tawny Newson and Paul F. Thompson in it. And they host interviews with like Trek adjacent people. So sometimes they'll have writers and executive producers or actors on the show, but then they'll also have like scientists or bloggers or writers of other things, not Trek, but they're all real good podcasts. So do yourself a favor. Yeah, if you don't have Paramount, that would be a problem. I would share you my login, but I am using somebody else's login, so I can't do that. All right, there you go. There's Ahsoka. Pretty neat. It's pretty cool. I don't do a lot of brick heads, but I'll keep this one together for a little bit. Put it next to my other brick heads of... I think I only have Mando as a brick head. But I have a bunch of other brick heads that I did. I did Bert and Ernie and Ann Richards and Matthew McConaughey and a local artist named Bob Schneider. I have those all over here. Oh, I did the Bumblebee and then the Skull Candy Lady too. So got some over there. It's not bad. All right, so we've done the brick heads and we've done this beastie thing. So I watched Coda on Apple TV. Fantastic movie. I heard it was great. I have Apple. We have Apple TV Plus too. I should probably watch that while we have it. All right. So what should we do next? We've got an hour, so we can do any of these. We can probably start that, although I could probably get that done in an hour. Anything anybody wants built? I got the scooter, I got this thing. I'll let you guys pick. I'm going to look at my phone for a hot second because I think there's a hockey game going to start tonight. I'd like to remind everybody that I am going to start doing all the little micro builds on TikTok. I don't have a link for it anywhere down here or anything, but just look up Ben's Brick Designs on TikTok and you'll see it. Working on a comic submission for an anthology, but I can't letter it. Oh, that kind of comic thing. Okay, cool. So when I was doing comic books, that's the last thing I would do. That's the last thing I did. Last spurt of being involved was lettering. I had a copy of Illustrator, and that's all I was doing was lettering for people. And, it was so you could do a book in a week, a few days, the full 22 pages, and it would take you, a week or so, and you get paid $100 or something. The city set, let's do this one then. You want to see the figs up close? All right, that's good enough for me. All right, I am going to move this guy out of the way though. So I do want to get these other sets. I really like space themed stuff. This isn't NASA and it's not quite classic space, but I think this is as close as we're going to get to space stuff. That's not imaginary space stuff. Like classic space I felt was imaginary space versus this, which is like pretty close to regular space, right? And I can already tell these are stickers. I probably am not going to put any stickers on this. But we'll see. A decent kaiju smasher story. But this was the cheapest of the current sets. There's also the moon base, and then there's like a rocket something or other. What does it say on the left corner of the box? Oh, inspired by Artemis rover concepts. So that's pretty cool. I bet somebody's actually built an Artemis rover. In fact, I think I saw one. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, totally inspired by it. And there's another picture of concept art. So I think all of these have turned into sets, because I think there's another, that one and this one are probably their own sets as well. Maybe. I didn't either. I didn't realize they were inspired by something. That's pretty cool. So here are your stickers. They're shiny. I'm gonna blind y'all. I might put these on. Actually, I don't know. I might put all these on. Having just a handful of stickers and they're shiny. Yeah, we'll see. So the Seinfeld set's pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of like I say that, and I have the Seinfeld and the Friends, and then for whatever reason, I lump that in with the Bro apartment, the Bro Thor apartment. They're all right. I need to dust them. They've been up there a while. They're pretty rad. I'm normally against stickers, but anything on a shiny silver background. Oh, whoops. Let's just work with bag one for a while, shall we? I can't believe I did that. Alright, so that's bag two. This is bag one. Let's just work on that for a second. Okay, first of all, dual print rocks. or dual mold rocks. That's pretty cool. Get a better focus in there. So that's pretty neat. Alright, so first dude is not all that impressive, but here's one figure, and he looks like he is... I'm the guy who's stuck in the base without my spacesuit. Right? He's got his spacesuit pants, but just a jacket. Typical bomber jacket because, you know, he's space guy. Okay, put him right here. And then I got two of these guys. I got bored and started watching this show a few months back. I also have started watching Seinfeld. And honestly, it holds up. I didn't think it would, but it really does. I'm enjoying how much it doesn't, you know, it's not cringy or anything. It's just kind of untopical, and I'm enjoying it. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm so excited for that piece. That's very like old school space. But not old school space. Old school space, yo. That's pretty rad. And then those things. Oops. It ended 10 years before I was born. I've got nothing to say about that other than I feel my age. I watched it live. In fact, when there's breaks in commercials, or breaks for commercials, I can almost hear the commercials playing in my head. All right, dual mold helmets. Oh, these are nice. So there's your figure. Ugh. Allergies have been so bad lately. Alright, so hopefully this will focus pretty well. Let's see if we can get a good focus. So there's your guy. Get that. I don't know. This doesn't raise up by the looks of it. So it just goes on there. But there's your helmet. So you get a shot of the helmet. Dual mold helmet there. Got kind of an interesting backpack on here. That back rigging has got 4 posts on the back there. The little mark on the leg there. So pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Helmet got enough play that it can turn. So that's a very cool looking thing. I'm going to try to get the DeLorean and some Speed Champions tonight, but probably be sold out before I even unlock my phone. Well, I know it's going to, oh, and this guy comes with hair as well. So if we wanted to, you get the J. Jonah Jameson hair. I like to call this. Oh, that's pretty cool, the high and tight. Walk around with his helmet. All right, so then there's another one. This lady, astronaut. Call her Sarah Ride. Sally Ride. Sarah. Yeah, so I'm going to try to go to the store tomorrow. They open at 10. I don't know how early I need to get there because my Lego people are weird. And they're going to buy them all up. But luckily, you can only get one per... Ooh, neat. Kind of a pearl-handled shovel. That's unique. I haven't seen one of those. Which one on here first? The head. Oh, Nose is killing me. It's weird to have a shovel and a buzz saw as things on your pack. But, okay. You get too many hobbies and you feel like you disappear a lot. I actually had somebody ask me the other day if I still did robot drawings. And I'm like, I can if you want, but I haven't in many years. And she was like, okay, no problem. I'm like, okay, I guess it's a no. So another figure. My problem is not hobbies generally, but it is, this hobby takes up a lot of time. And then I've got boards and things that I'm on and volunteer work that I'm on for the rest of the time. Stupid active kids. Okay, focus. Come on. You did it earlier. Okay, so there's her and her hairpiece. I think that's a pretty typical hairpiece. I don't think that's anything new. So there you go. 2 astronauts. And focus back down here. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they do. They'll probably have like 5. And there'll be 20 people in line. I just, have to go and see. I already told my coworkers, I'm like, I'm going to be running an errand tomorrow between 9 and 10 a.m. 9 and 11. I'll be back by 10:30. You might be able to call the store and just say, can I buy it now over the phone? And then that way they'll hold it for you. I've done that before, and they've occasionally done it for me. These are so crystal clear. Right out of the bag. How nice that is. When we were all very much in lockdown, that's kind of how we did it. We would stand in line and call the store, order it, and then they would bring it out to us. So there was still a line of people in front of the store, but you would get your order. All right, this doesn't... Wow, that doesn't stay on at all. Look how not clutch that is. I don't know if you can... It won't fall off real easily, but it doesn't stay on there very well. I think it's because it's that that different mold underneath. Weird. Our Lego days are always like Friday. Like occasionally they'll have a Saturday thing, but not even on Friday, man. There's going to be like 4 or 5 people I know that are going to be there. But yeah, since it's a weekday, it may not be as bad. But I'll have my phone. I may bring a laptop just in case I have to sit in line and wait, and my something happens with my job. Yeah, I think I'll put stickers on these. It's just a flag. Breaking my rule here, but silver stickers, man. Not bad. And I don't think I'm going to get anything else either. I'm trying to think of any of the other sets that are coming out tomorrow, and I don't think I want any of them. I just want those 3 Star Wars display ones. And I think that's it for April. All right, there's your dumb little scenery. Extra shiny pieces. Oh yeah, R2 was a dumb line. We had like, it was either R2 or something else pretty... Maybe it was R2, but there was like another modular that came out or something where the line was just... And it was a Saturday too, so there was just like random people showing up, like not like real... I don't want to gatekeep and say real Lego fans, but like there's the people in the lug, then there's people who are Lego nuts who aren't in the lug. So we don't know who they are, but they obviously have a lot of Lego maybe, or they know enough to come in there, or they have a VIP card or something. And then there's just like people with their kids who are like, oh, you want that R2 thing? I hear it's out. Let's go check out the Lego store. And then they roll up to the mall at like 11:30 and they're like, what's this line for? And we're all like, the bathroom. Because we're all dads who want to do dad jokes. Even the people who aren't dads. The gunship line was bad, yeah. Speed Champions is a big thing. I might get another creator set. I really like the owl. I might try to see if there's another bit of... If they restocked any of like the... Maybe the alligator. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm going to log in real quick at work and then be like, all right, I'm out. Just going to go get a coffee and wait in line. Although I'll be fighting traffic, so that's going to suck too. Yeah. Or they're just staring at you going, what is this? And then you have to explain to them. They're like, what's going on here? And I feel like kind of a jerk going, we're waiting in line for Lego. And then they're kind of like, no shit, because you're standing in front of a Lego store. And then you're like, it's an R2-D2? And then they're like, what? You know what Star Wars is, bucko? I used to do that when we went to comic book conventions. And I'd be standing in line waiting for, example, Frank Miller to sign something. And people would walk by. And even though there's a sign with the stanchions and the rope that says Frank Miller, somebody else, whatever, and people would just walk by and just say, what's this line for? And we would always say bathrooms. And they'd be like, ugh. And just be all mad that it was the bathrooms and then walk off. Because I am that guy. I still don't know why they do this. They're starting to do this more and more where they put the tile, that's a tile piece right there, the 2x2 tile under here. I don't know why. It either ships better or it's lighter or I don't know. They go through the design and go, could we put one of those here instead of a regular plate? Listen, those people just need to shut up. Yeah, I don't honestly know how many they're going to have, but I think by closing time they won't have any. I'm pretty sure by about 2 they won't have any. I feel like it's going to be a pretty... Oh, this is cool. I don't think I have one of these. A 2x6 slope. We got 2x3s, 2x8s, 2x4s, but I don't think I've seen a 2x6 slope. That's really interesting. I don't know if that's new or not. I might have to get a few of those because those come in handy for houses and structures and stuff. These are shiny. Okay. I want to go to a comic convention, but Jim Shooter's there, so I don't want to go anymore. He's not at every convention. You can go to Dragon Con. I don't think he goes to Dragon Con. Jim Shooter, he was the EIC for DC for a while, I think. And I don't know what the problem with him is. Maybe he's a D-bag. I don't know. I'm so far out of the loop on comic book stuff. I used to be a lot more involved, but that was years and years and years ago, so... He was a writer as well, but like I think there's like a big thing with like he's just kind of a horrible to work with. I don't know, I forget. There needs to be like a Wikipedia, but with the what is wrong with kind of thing for everybody. You know, why don't people like this person? Or what did this guy do? Or what did this, you know. It's usually in Wikipedia. There's like a personal life or conflicts with or something like that. So. Okay. I did that on both sides, and it told me to... Okay, that's just... Yeah, Jim Shooter's a person of interest in the comics world, but I don't know exactly. And my friend Chris, who runs a YouTube channel called Comic Tropes, which you should go look up Comic Tropes. It's a great channel. He does a lot of histories of and interviews with people and... focus pieces on different artists and writers. Yeah, he didn't treat people very well. That's what I remember about him. All right. Okay, Brad. Be right back. You have prom? Yeesh. So old. My son has prom. This set is like one piece per page. The book is a lot thicker than it needs to be. Like you could combine some of these steps. Don't think I have too many of these either. These half plate, half Technic brick things. Interesting piece. Ooh. It's not a new color, but it's unusual for this set. Kind of stick that in there like that. 1x2 round plates, like them. Oh man, this makes me feel good. Look at these guys. This is starting to feel like old space. Just slopes with computers. Look how great. Not even super complicated computers. Just simple on-off buttons. A lot of one-off use pieces. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when I would use... I mean, I know exactly when I would use that piece, too. Especially making small stuff where space is at a premium. If you've got an opportunity to do... Like, this would have been great for the Razor Crest Micro. Because now I can affix this to something. And it's holding that in place. Which means I can attach a pin here, and I can cover that with a tile without worrying about also covering this to keep this from rocking back and forth and holding it in place. So I can hold it in place by holding it there instead of there. So this becomes kind of a useful piece for me, doing small scale. Larger scale, it's probably not as important, but in this case, I don't know what that is for. There's no utilizing the Technic holder there. You're just doing it to be like a bracket at this point. That's just acting as a bracket. So in this case, I agree with you. Why you would use it there, I don't have any idea. This isn't going to be that big of a set. Structurally, it doesn't need to be that strong. It's only, I mean, it's going to be this big. It's not going to be huge. But at a smaller scale, I can see this being great if you're minimized pieces, if you're short on what you can do with your space. At a larger scale, maybe this would be great for more structurally sound Technic things. I don't know. But I think also at that scale, you're probably using bigger, chunkier Technic pieces to be more stable. I've also noticed that, like in the cases of all these tiles, these modified 2x4s or 2x2s, like instead of then including 2x2 plates, they just do all this and then build on top of it. I've been seeing that a lot. So they're covering up things just so they only have to print or include one piece, one type of piece, which I think is interesting. Actually useless. Bye, M Productions. Thanks for coming by. It's good seeing you again. Take care. If I don't see you again, enjoy your prom. Has a hockey game started yet? Thought it was supposed to. Oh, it has. Dang it. And I saw the score. Shoot. Oh, I hate when I do that. See, this is... Okay, combine these two steps. That's all I'm asking. We're smart enough to figure this out. And then put another one on here. This is 4 pages to do this. That's not necessary. I don't know if you can tell how fast I'm turning the pages over here, but it's like... Have you ever seen an old... I should see if I can find some old instructions for you guys. Or just look up old instructions for... The best one I looked up was... if you can look up the... It's an M-Tron set. And it's the real big one. The big... Oh, Megacore Magnetizer. So look up the instructions for Megacore Magnetizer. And it's the one with like 4 big wheels and then like the big quarter panel cockpit piece on it. And it's like, you know, it's got a hinge in the middle so it drives like this. And it's got a big crane on the top. The instructions are like, they don't have call outs. There's no call outs. And it's like it's like this. And then like, it's got like 6 different models. And each model has a different picture of what goes on it, and they're not outlined. Like the pieces aren't outlined. It's like a choose your own adventure of like where the pieces go. So it took a while to figure that out because you're really looking at it. And I get it. It's probably frustrating for little kids, and you're like, you know, make this easier for little kids so they can build it. But at the same time, I'm like, man, that was a thing because you're just staring at it for a long time trying to figure it out. It was crazy pants. Those old sets were serious. Serious sets were serious. I think I can get this done. That's pretty cool. I like that with the bar above the tile like that. It's a nice look. Alright, so I'm going to go with this. We're going to do stickers. Now, newer stickers are better than older stickers, so if I change my mind, I can always peel these off and redo. I should do this the other way. It's not great. Hands are so shaky. I'm back. Welcome back. I was just telling them, Brad, to look up instructions for... Oh, that is not great either. Hands are like this tonight. Megacore Magnetizer. It's an old M-Tron set. It's the big... four-wheeled M-Tron set, and how like there's like one piece per page, and you're just like, whereas before the sets were like, here's two different images, try to figure it out, and you're like, oh, what? Yeah, I'm usually pretty good with the Lego stickers, but that's kind of gross in this case, and then it's kind of awkwardly placed. That side's not too bad. I just don't want anything hanging over the edge for the most part, so I don't have to worry about them fraying or anything if I wanted to take them off. So I ran into this too when I'm doing instructions for my little ships. It's like, do I want to be really simple about this? Because I mean, I could do one thing a page too. I try not to because I'm pretty sure it's like AFOLs that are looking at it. So I'm like, I can put 15 pieces on here, right? At a time. Yeah, they were like those difference games. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Hang on. Mega Core Magnetizer instruction. I just go to brick set. Pretty sure. Yeah. So let's do. Let's look at this. So yeah, no call outs. Just do these pieces. And not, this is step one, this is step two, this is step three. This is like step one, step two. There you go. Step three, step four. So I mean, a lot's changing, but you gotta look and see what's changing. You miss one and you go back and you're like, oh my God, I've missed like 15 pieces. Yeah, this is kind of like painting by number. This is at least a little more, okay, what am I looking at? Oh, come on. There was more to it than that. Now, sometimes you'll get a good call out here so you know what's up. But, I mean, between this and this, what's different? What's changed? It's pretty cool. Like I went back to do this for when I built that, but as a Futron style, because I had a big blue canopy. That was a lot of fun. It looks like Mega Bloks instructions. Don't ask how I know. Speaking of, this was at the top of the hour, so I don't know who was here or not, but a friend of mine got me this from Johnson Space Center in Florida. It's not Lego, but it's or Kennedy Space Center, which is weird. You've got all this stuff from NASA, and they got this in their store. These nano brick things. It's cute. I was really glad that she got this for me, right? But I'm like, come on, NASA? Really? That seems weird. I usually have like a half hour a bag kind of rule when I'm building, so I know how long it'll take to build. But this bag's taken 10 minutes. It's a very cool way to do that. Upside down and pin it. I do appreciate some of the kind of snot build stuff that Lego's been doing recently. I feel like it's a little late because mockers have been doing it forever, but better late than never, right? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might keep it in a box because it looks cute, but I don't know. I might build it. I heard they're really rough on your fingers. All right, bag 3, and then we'll call it a night. So Saturday, we're gonna go do a thing, but I might jump on early and try to do a little piece rolled away from me here. A little Twitch streaming with the stadium. Do some stadium work if anybody wants to come hang out on Twitch. Saturday morning, maybe 10 to 11:30, or maybe 9 to 11. I don't know. So many wheels. Look at all these wheels. These gold, these pearl gold wheels, man. Yo, dog, I hear you like pearl gold. Well, here are some wheels in that color. Half the book is going to be like one step per wheel, 1 page per step, or 1 page per wheel. 1 page per page. You're around? You be around Saturday? Good. Yeah, I don't know if I will or not. We'll just have to see. If I like wake up in time, if Beth's awake, when our friends want to leave. Basically doing the same thing we did last weekend, but Beth wasn't available to go. So I told her we should go to this time. We could do it again this weekend. She agreed. That's cool. What kind of plans you got? If you don't mind my asking. Yeah, the last one was pretty fun. I don't expect raids. And that guy who raided is actually, I found out later, because I thought the name looked familiar, but he's a dude on TikTok, as well as YouTube and whatnot. But he's on TikTok, and he is a guy who used to work at Lego. And so he no longer works at Lego, and now he's doing a channel where he talks about Lego a lot. And his program is basically, you should build Lego. When you get it, build it. don't collect, don't let it sit, don't let it collect dust. He's a big proponent of building and playing and being creative and using your imagination. Not to say he's 100% right, so all you people who have like doubles of every set out there, don't at me for anything. This is his point of view. But his point of view is very much, why are you letting... Lego is meant to be opened up and the box is meant to be thrown away. And then the content, the box is basically a shipping package. So it gets to you and then you open it up and put it together, or don't even look at the instructions, just take it out and play with it. So yeah, so he may have a link to his TikTok thing too. Sometimes I listen to his stuff. Sometimes I'm kind of like, he's not really proselytizing a whole lot, so it's fine. And he does answer a lot of people's questions about Lego, which is cool, and does a lot of interaction. But, everybody can have agreements and disagreements. I disagree with him on some things, and I agree with him on some other things. So that's how it goes. But yeah, the raid was fun. I haven't had that many people in a stream ever, so it was a little weird. I was kind of like, eee, what do I do? 30,000 nano set. Whoa, that's dumb. I don't know if I could handle that. Why is it still in the box? It'll probably be there for years. Going to go shooting with my brother. Inherited my grandfather's rifles. Let me use them the way I... You're going to go to a range? You're just going to go out into a field and shoot milk cartons? How many people were there? There was probably, at one point, I think we had 9 people. Which in Twitch terms, for like... Because I almost never have anybody in Twitch. Like, I think Brad shows up every once in a while when he can. Kodiak does occasionally. Like, the regulars, kind of. But it's... That's going to be a bit. But this was, like, suddenly, like, 8 or so new people showed up. I was like, what is happening? Not used to this. Missy was there. Missy's somebody who's in Texas here, who's not in the lug, but she visited the convention once, and that's how we kind of know each other. And then on Instagram and whatnot. Yeah, it was weird. But the cool thing is they were all Lego people too. Either... Or at the very least, gamers who knew about Lego kind of thing. So it was cool enough to have them show up. So I don't have guns, but I've fired some at ranges and stuff. And I had an okay time doing it. I'm not like anti-gun. I think I'm I don't want to get too political here, but I'm like some anti-gun, but that's just me. You do whatever you want. But my ex-wife, my ex-father-in-law, my late ex-father-in-law, had a bunch of guns. They grew up in West Texas, so I mean, kind of a thing. And he would go to gun shows and bring back new guns, and so he'd let us go shoot them. And we were in Conroe, Texas, which meant there was sometimes not anything around us. So we'd go find kind of an not abandoned, but like not developed area of town and just set up milk cartons and empty boxes and stuff, and just, and it was, you know, it was all fun, whatever. We tried to do it on a hill, so that, you know, what we're shooting in was ground, so it wasn't like we were on an overhang and it was going through it and hitting stuff behind it. We're trying to be conscious about that. It's still effing dangerous. But one time he gave us this, and I can only assume was just a shotgun. And like the gauge was, we're like, this isn't a deer rifle. This is like legit. You know, this is, these bullets are fucking big. So we got everything loaded up, and we went to one of these places that's like, if you've been to the kind of East Texas area where it starts getting really woody, and like they hollow out those areas, which I found out how they did that. They hollow out these areas for the electrical wires, right? So it's these big alleyways of no trees. So we went to one of those, and it was kind of in between housing developments by like 2 or 3 miles. So there's really no one else around us. And one of the housing developments was brand new. There was no houses there. Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem, Brad. I get you. It's kind of fun. I mean, shooting, like I would go to a shooting range again. That was pretty fun. So we went to this thing and we loaded, you know, set our stuff up, checked around us, make sure everything was safe. It was my ex-brother-in-law. Still my friend, but I just call him my ex-brother-in-law. He takes one shot. First of all, he didn't lean in really well because we're used to firing these little deer rifles and stuff, not a whole lot of kick. And so first of all, it threw him back a little bit, and it was so loud, and it scared the shit out of us. He just looks back at me and goes, "What?" And I'm like, "I didn't say anything." And he's like, "I think we're done." And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And we took it back, and he's like, his dad's like, how'd it go? How'd it work? And we're like, yeah, you're just going to have to do that on your own. That was terrifying. It was so funny. He just looks back at me and goes, "What?" And I'm like, "You're asking me? You're asking the art student from Colorado?" Ooh, I don't think I've seen this piece either. I don't have that piece. I mean, I may have seen it, but I don't own it. It's pretty cool. Wasn't the last time I shot a gun either. Went to a couple ranges after that and did, you know, little 38s and stuff, so it was fun. Well, we're about done with this, so just a reminder that I do post on Instagram. Been trying to do more stuff on there lately. I feel like I took a while off. We had some stuff going on here. The good news is Beth got a new job, so she won't be working 12 hours a day anymore. Might be able to get her in here to do some building chats again. That was always seemed to be a fun thing to do. And hopefully we can get our podcast going again, which would be nice because I'm paying for it every month to host it. I bring this up because I feel like we're wrapping up. We just got a few more pieces here, so. And again, doing some stuff over on TikTok. So if you'd like to jump over there and throw a like on some of the things, that would be awesome. You're only out a minute of your time, minute and 20 seconds. I don't really do TikTok very well, so it's a learning experience. All right, so this goes on this like that. Uh-oh. That didn't stay on very well. This would be great at parallel parking. Boom shakalaka. That's pretty cool. I like the way the doors function there. It's pretty neat. Panel stream. I could do one next week. Let me look at my phone, make sure I don't have one. I usually try to keep those to... Oh, you know what? Maybe Sunday. And I think Walter said he would like to be on it. So if you guys are up for doing something on Sunday morning, provided I don't have anything going on, I'm taking a look. Next week I'll be doing this, and Sunday I should be able to do this too. But if you guys want, if anybody would like to be on Sunday, we could have a round table of stuff on Sunday. I'll have to make sure Walter's still involved, and if you guys want to, just let me know. Just drop me a line on... I don't like that I had an extra one of these. I don't see a missing... That's the only one. Anyway, okay. So, yeah. So if you guys are interested in doing another one of those, I've got a couple sets I could build while we talk. I can take stuff apart. Can't do Sundays. Church starts as soon as you start streaming. Well, how about next week we do two? Let's try to do Sunday, because I think Walter said he'd want to do one. And because he's in Portugal, so that's his 5 o'clock or so in the evening, 4 or 5 o'clock. So that works for him. And his daughter will be on too. So that'll be a lot of fun having her on, because she's adorable. I don't think she speaks much English, but he does. So if they're on together, it should be a hoot. Yes. So I will put out something on Instagram tonight or tomorrow, asking everybody when they'd like to be on, if they'd like to be on at all. And then we'll go from there. So let me know if you'd like to do next Thursday or next Sunday. So yeah, so there's the sets we did tonight. And yeah, so thanks everybody for being here and hanging out. Connor, Julian, Brad, Mayo was here earlier. I think Macro was on here earlier. Marco. And Vigilante, or as we like to say, Kodiak was on here earlier. Yeah, so Thursday at 8 p.m. Central is usually when I do it, and Sundays at 10 a.m., so either of those. But yeah, so thanks for hanging out, everybody, and have a good weekend. I'll be on Twitch on Saturday morning, about 10 a.m., maybe 9. It'll pop up if you're following. You'll just see it come up. So have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your evening, and have fun playing with Lego. Talk to you soon.